Hey guys, it's Domzae here, and this is going to be my first commentary, and it's Disc Mage against Feral Mage. I'm going to play the clips at about 80% speed first, and then I'll show you the clips with Skype. So first thing I do when I realise that Feral Mage is penance myself for 3 stacks of Grace and Powered Shield, because I know they can open on me pretty hard if they want to, and I want to be ready for that. I start mind searing my mage. He gets out of range. And usually we're pretty lucky with Mind Seer, but not this time. I actually make a pretty bad mistake here and let Powered Shield and everything fall off. They could have really opened them pretty hard right now. But I realise, get behind the pillar, I try and line of sight this poly, but I get hit by it, which is unfortunate. So they start on my mage. They're opening pretty hard with both of them. I'm not trinketing this poly, and as I come out, I try and get as far away from that Druid as possible to avoid being cloned, because it has a pretty short range. But I get soft CS into a poly because I wasn't standing next to the pillar. As I come out of it, I'm going to try to get fear on that mage. He trinkets it, and I continue topping up my mage. Here I go for an inner focus heal, but I didn't actually need to. Druid skull bashed my mage. And then I get deep freezed. I paints up my mage because I know that a clone is probably going to follow it, and I really don't want to have to trinket it. And it turns out I don't have to, because I've got paints up, I've got renew and 3 stacks of Grace, but he is still taking some heavy damage, so I life grip him back over. I should have dispelled his ring there, but I was topping him up. Here I get skull bashed, so that's pretty fail, but it's not too big a deal because the mage is evoing around the corner. I'm not worried about getting locked out from the mage here because he's line of sight of me, so I continue just spamming heals. I fade here because at heart I'm a Shadow Priest. I try and go for a double fear after I trinket this clone, but miss the mage unfortunately. I'm not worried about getting kicked by the Druid here because he's in a Nova and then he goes into a deep freeze. I shadow a Death of Poly here because I saw it on spell letter. I try and get line of sight, but I eat a deep freeze unfortunately. He comes around and gives me a half poly, and this is where we start getting hurt. They get a full maim on Ellie Shaman. He's dropping. I get a soft CS, so I tell Ellie to block, and he blocks at 14% like a pro. I then get full cloned and tell him to sit in that block. And as soon as he comes out, I'm about to get poly, but he counterspells it, which is awesome. I then go for a double fear, which gets them both, finally, and they get pathed right into the open, which is a horrible spot for that Druid. Then the mage comes over and gives me a deep freeze and overlaps the silence with it. Meanwhile, my mage is turreting bolts into that Druid, and I shadow a Death of Poly, and Druid dies. Going the mage is also a viable strat we found later, especially if the Feral Druid is playing very defensively, because after the first minute or so of the fight they've probably burnt both their root breakers, and you don't need to worry about that. You just keep them in Novas pretty much the whole game and focus dispelling all their Predator Swiftness procs. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And now I'll play the clips in full speed with Skype. Same team. Oh, you're out of range.
No.
Such a bad spot for me. Oh, a different poly. That's so line of sight. Half poly. Jesus Christ. I mean, you don't have a mark.
Fast cloud.
Oh, what?
Yeah, let's be honest.
Dude, I'm pen topping you. Ah, damn it, coins. Get popped up there. I'm gripping you.
Get me through the ring.
I got Skullbast. God damn it. Shrinking Fear. Clone. Fear Druid. Dath'Remar. Deep Freeze. Poly. Block.
Blocking.
Clone full stick in it. I fed them. Deep. See ya.
Who's dead?
Dath'Remar.